welcome to tonight's edition of News 22. I'm Haley Wolverton.
And I'm Erin Fitzsimons.
Connecticut lawmakers are attempting to modernize the state's Do Not Call registry and include unsolicited text messages as well as phone calls. A bill that would add text messages to the list of prohibited activities unanimously passed the Senate on Tuesday. The bill also increases penalties for violations from $11,000 to $20,000 per violation. It now moves to the House of Representatives. Senators are also considering several consumer protection-related bills and voted Tuesday to bar heating fuel dealers from selling prepaid, guaranteed price plans from November 1st through March 31st, when some dealers have become financially strapped and take advantage of customers.
In honor of Earth Week this week, something called hydroponic gardening growing may be the next new green way to garden, specifically in urban areas like Wally Avenue in New Haven. Environmentalist Brad Armstrong created Urban Seed in New Haven, where he created and built a hydroponic gardening system that could be used in homes and restaurants across the city. It's a form of container gardening, Armstrong says. A hydroponic system uses water instead of soil to grow fruits and vegetables. Armstrong has moved his business to a store in Wally Avenue with the help of Project Storefronts. The program is run by the city and is a way to encourage creativity, entrepreneurship, and economic development in New Haven.
This week, Willimantic celebrated Earth Day. News 22 reporter Zach Watson was there to check it out.
Last Tuesday, there was an Earth Day Fair event hosted by Quinnebog Valley Community College. The event was put together by Katie Gregory, Associate Director of the Willimantic Center, and local community members. Groups and organizations such as the Willimantic Food Co-op, Farmers Cow, and Willimantic Records were present. The event also featured an unveiling of a mural featuring mill workers created by a local artist. Connecticut historian and QVCC history professor Bev York spoke about the historic unveiling.
My name is Bev York, and I am one of the many historians in this town. And I have the pleasure of working at the Wyndham Textile Museum down the street by the factories, and also teaching here. I get to teach American history. It's an awesome job. This is great. Factory in Willimantic. There were velvet factories between the world wars, making beautiful dresses, making beautiful curtains, and making lining for coffins. So we need to think about what we buy, what we use, what we reuse. Thank you for coming to Earth Day. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, Zach, for getting coverage of what looked like to be a great event.
And we'll be back with this week's editorial with Brian Frankovich after this short break.
Mom, can we get some ice cream?
Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
It's harder whenever there's a bigger group. Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
Good one, son.
Last summer, my new dad took me on vacation. First, we went deep sea fishing.
Wow! I'm so proud of you, son.
And then we went on Thunder Shark. That was awesome! 3 times. I gotta say, it was pretty cool.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Oh, not again.
Welcome back. Now for this week's editorial.
I'm Brian Frankovich with tonight's editorial. Tonight, I'd like to address a huge issue that faces colleges and high schools in America, the education system itself. This problem has long been an issue and has been discussed for years. First of all, let's just come right out and explain one of the biggest problems, teaching to the test. Rather than teaching students to think critically or to actually understand what they're learning, often in America, we're just teaching students to memorize material for tests. Some college courses have no assignments other than 2 tests a semester. Now, how is this possibly enough to fairly evaluate a student's entire knowledge of a subject? All this is doing is forcing them into anxiety and forcing them into late nights surrounded by books, drinking coffee, and sometimes crying in the fetal position. And none of this stress is worth it. If I spent 40 hours explaining the entire history of America to you all, and then at the end asked you, what year did George Washington die? Is that a fair evaluation of your entire knowledge of American history? No. It may sound ridiculous, but that is often how tests are set up. And I hate to say it, but things like writing and projects and discussions are actually the best ways to evaluate a student. I just wrote a 15-page essay, and after containing myself from drop-kicking my computer a few times, it came out good, and my professor, as well as myself, can actually see my knowledge and thinking on paper. A short answer exam that I crammed for the night before can't do that. So what we need to do is shy away from exams and standardized tests, and students will then start to learn. This is especially true in high school with tests, especially the SATs. It's not about what you know, it's often about if your family can afford private SAT tutoring or not. It isn't evaluating knowledge because these students are being taught to take the test, not taught to learn the subjects. Memorization is different than knowledge. So yeah, SAT needs to go. Peace, SAT, you won't be missed. I had the flu when I took you, and the crazy test lady wouldn't let me leave to get a drink or slowly die privately in the hallway. Nope, I had to suffer for 3.5 hours a painful flu-induced death in front of the other little test takers. Not fun. So therefore, I don't like the SAT or the crazy SAT lady either. So back on track, let's fix America's education system. Get rid of standardized testing, and let's focus on the real learning. And also get rid of the psychotic test lady who clearly enjoyed watching me suffer. Like, can we deport her? For News 22, I'm Brian Frankovich.
All right, you ready for some baseball trivia?
Let's do it.
What year produced the most no-hit games in the big leagues?
7 no-hitters in 1990.
Wow, that's right. Now a question that's not trivial. How many children will witness bullying this year?
Huh.
The answer? 3 out of 4.
75%?
That's
Wow.
right. How many of them will say something?
Kids want to help, but don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov.
Listen now, can you hear the bluebirds? Oh, look up now, can you feel the sun? Whoa, 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 whoa. Can you feel the sun?
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
An English English professor at ECSU apologized for referring to Republicans as racist and misogynist. Brent Terry originally said if Republicans take control of Congress, colleges would close because they do not think money should go to giving students dangerous ideas about how the world should be run. The comments were made during a creative writing class, and state Republican leaders responded by issuing a statement Tuesday afternoon. To refer to Republicans as racist, misogynist, money-grubbing people is outrageous and offensive, said CT GOP Chairman Jerry Labriola Jr. Terry also issued a statement Tuesday saying, "I allowed my own political opinions to color the discussion and regretted the language used and apologized to students."
This past spring recess, ECSU students participated in 2 alternative break trips. Both trips lasted a week in March. One group volunteered with the Generous Gardens Project in Greenville, South Carolina, and the other volunteered in the Notchug State Forest in Eastford, Connecticut. The groups learned about sustainability and urban gardening while planting seeds, harvesting vegetables, composting, working on raised garden beds, and other agricultural tasks. The purpose of alternative breaks is to provide the opportunity for students to serve outside their own communities in a drug and free alcohol environment. For more information about Eastern's upcoming alternative break trips, contact the Center for Community Engagement.
Are you a good writer? Ever thought of studying abroad? Well, now is your chance. Sign up to earn credit writing abroad in Florence, Italy. This English course will give you the opportunity to participate in fiction and poetry workshops. Scholarships are available. Contact Dr. Christopher Tarocchio or Dr. Daniel Donahue for more information.
The senior reception, a semi-formal evening of dinner and dancing for seniors and their guests, will take place at the Hartford Hilton in Hartford, Connecticut, May 9th from 7 to 11 p.m. The ticket price is $40 for students and $45 for guests, includes hors d'oeuvres, entree choice, dessert, and music. There will be a cash bar. Tickets can be purchased at the Student Center information desk. A block of hotel rooms will be held for the reservation at the reduced price of $109 per night plus tax. To reserve a room, go to the Hartford Hilton website using the reference code Senior Reception. Have a magical night, seniors.
ECSU held its 14th annual Excellence Expo, sponsored by the School of Education, Professional Studies, and Graduate Division, April 15th in the Student Center. The expo featured more than 100 students presenting their research presentations, business marketing plans, communication advertising campaigns, photography exhibits, and poster displays. Provost Rona Free said that the expo reflected Eastern's model of integrative learning, where students can apply the knowledge learned in class by conducting experiments, research, and other creative activity, eventually applying their learning in the workplace after graduation.
Tuesday, April 23rd, a university hour was held in the Student Center Theater. Students and adults gathered into the room to hear Mr. Estrada's lecture on the significance of ethnic studies amidst our rapidly diversifying nation. He mentioned how being culturally aware can help those going into a vastly diverse professional world. Such university hours as these often feature well-renowned university and local figures, and many times national spokespeople as well.
Eastern students' tickets are still on sale for the Sammy Adams featuring Travis Porter Spring Concert. Tickets are $10 for students and $15 for guests. Guest tickets are unlimited and can be purchased at the Student Center information desk. You can purchase tickets with cash or your express card. This event will be held in the gymnasium on April 27th.
News 22 reporter Danny Fountain went to Webb Lawn to check out Eastern's outdoor activities.
Hi everyone, I'm Danny Fountain and I'm with Greg, Ryan, and Dave, and they're about to eat crickets to celebrate Earth Day. Yeah. Ready, set, go. The Eastern Outdoor Club provided many different activities to celebrate Earth Day, such as a free walk wall and a chance to try flavored cricket. Flavored soda was also provided for $1 to help wash down the taste.
Eastern's Outdoor Club is it's just like a group of students who are really interested in the outdoors, and we get together about maybe like once a week or so, and we just discuss different trips that we can take to enjoy the outdoors. So like this Sunday we're having a free trip to Mansfield Hollow, so we're gonna have like free food and games and stuff, and we'll do like whitewater rafting and like local hiking trips, and sometimes we'll go to like Vermont or Maine or something. So our event today that we're holding for Earth Day is just a free rock climbing wall, and anyone who wants to can come and do it if they're feeling brave enough. Just kind of a way to be outside and enjoy Earth Day, and just to advertise our club to get more people to sign up for it. So it should be a lot of fun. We've had a lot of people come already. So.
Celebrating Earth Day the right way with Eastern's Outdoor Club. For News 22, I'm Danny Fountain.
Thank you, Danny. It looks like the students enjoyed the cricket eating and the activities provided by Eastern's Outdoor Club.
If you enjoy riding the Ferris wheel and whipping around on the scrambler, join CAB at their annual Springfest Carnival. Enjoy the rides, eat fried dough, or play carnival games for chances to win prizes. Head over to the Sports Center parking lot on Friday from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. This is an event you don't want to miss.
What up, Eastern? Meg Saunders is back asking Eastern students the hard question. Here's her second installment of Would You Rather. Let's see what Eastern students would prefer.
What up, Eastern? I'm back with everyone's favorite game, Would You Rather. I'll be going around campus today playing this game and seeing what Eastern students would prefer. So, would you rather punch your grandma in the face as hard as you can, or have a professional boxer do it? Who wants to answer?
Am I paying the professional boxer?
No, but someone has to punch your grandma in the face.
We're gonna go with the professional boxer so I don't get in trouble.
Punch would actually be harder than a professional boxer anyway.
How many belts have you won?
I'm actually going for my first next weekend, but...
Are you really?
Yeah. I've boxed my whole life. I don't want to hit my grandma. I don't want to knock my own grandma out. I'd rather take the knockout than knock my grandma out.
He loves his grandma. Would you rather be sexually attracted to fruit or have Cheetos dust permanently on your fingers?
I'm going to go with Cheetos because I don't think the girlfriend would be happy if I brought home a pineapple one night.
Why not? Is she not into that?
No, not her thing.
I mean, pineapples are pretty sexy fruits. I mean, I think anyone would be into that.
Not me. That's scary.
Prude.
I think the Cheeto dust.
Why?
I'm a big snacker.
But have you seen pineapples? Would you rather never communicate with your mother again for $1 million, or only be able to communicate with her via freestyle rapping?
Oh, that is a tough one. Yeah, I mean, money's great and all, but I just think you could do more with the rapping.
Could you rap for us now?
Give me a second.
Give you a beat? I can't beat that.
If you don't go to TV22, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Megan, would you rather have yourself as TV22 president or Nick Akinfora and Christopher Whedon?
Is that a joke? So would you rather be in the Iron Man suit all the time, or be the Incredible Hulk all the time? If you're
Hulk.
Yeah? Why?
But I can get ripped and have more muscles.
So would you rather go outside smelling of disgusting BO or have super bad breath?
I want to have super bad breath like SpongeBob.
So are you ugly and you're proud?
Yes, I'm ugly and I'm proud.
So I guess we learned some pretty interesting things about our Eastern students today. Reporting from the Student Center, I'm Megan Saunders for News 22. Have a great semester, Eastern.
Thank you, Meg. For bloopers, additional questions, and the full section, check it out on News 22's YouTube channel.
Habitat for Humanity and the Special Olympics will come together for a fundraising event on Webb Lawn on Tuesday, April 29th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Student and staff can buy warrants to put their friends and staff members in the jail cell by the ECSU police. Those arrested will have to have their bail paid by friends and family in order to get out of jail. This fun event is for a great cause since all of the money raised will go to the Special Olympics and Habitat for Humanity.
And we'll be back with this week's sports update after this short break.
Thank you, dear. Well, you're very supple. Just like I was at your age. Back then, I was a sex expert. Used to call me the buttered biscuit. I know about birth control, too. So you can ask me anything, baby.
Bedsider.org has birth control information and a lot more. And it's...
Have you had sex in this car yet?
Coming home can be hard if you're a veteran of Iraq or Afghanistan. You may feel like you're all alone. But you're not alone. At IAVA.org, your fellow vets are all around you. Join our free online community, get the resources you need, and connect to other vets who know where you're coming from. IAVA.org. We've got your back.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad today. Call or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
And we're back with this week's sports.
I'm Tyler Smith for this week's sports. Winners of 3 of their last 4 with a 23-11 overall record, Eastern softball team has been rolling of late. Pitchers Sam Valentine, Aaron Miller, Summer Cipriani, and Emily Komornick have helped Eastern dominate down the stretch as they are approaching their final 2 games of the season. Eastern split a doubleheader with Western Connecticut last Saturday and dominated Coast Guard Academy just last night by scores of 6-5 and 12-1. Eastern must sweep LEC rival Southern Maine this upcoming weekend to secure home field advantage with Plymouth State just a game behind. Good luck this weekend, Lady Warriors. The regular season has concluded for Eastern's women's lacrosse team as they fell to Western on the road 12-9. Eastern finished 3-12 overall with one of the youngest teams this program has ever seen. Seniors Aaron Kahn, Ash Wolk, and freshman Paige Schneider all scored over 20 goals this season. And freshman goalie Taylor Emerson made strides in the net. The future is bright for the young Warrior team, but they will certainly miss seniors Ashley Wolk, Aaron Kahn, Kelsey Burkhart, Finley Ahern, and McKaylee Whitehouse. This upcoming Tuesday, Eastern will compete in the first round of the LEC tournament. Good luck to you, Warriors. Eastern's men's lacrosse team plays their final home game this Saturday at the Mansfield Sports Complex against Plymouth State. Eastern is 5-1 in the conference, and Plymouth State is 3-3, but they can't be taken lightly as the Warriors have a chance for a tie in the 1 seed if Keene State loses to Salem State. This past Tuesday night, Eastern dominated Western with a score of 11-6. Senior Mike Jordan scored 6 goals, and the team is heating up right before the tournament just in time. May 2nd is the date of the first round of the tournament, and it will be an extremely exciting one to watch as the Warriors are attempting to win the LEC 3 times in a row. Sports producers Nick Akinfora and Chris Whedon took a trip to catch some minor league baseball in New Britain earlier this week.
Nick Akinfora here at New Britain Stadium as the New Hampshire Fisher Cats come in to take on the New Britain Rock Cats. The New Britain Rock Cats, the AA affiliate of the Minnesota Twins, came into Monday night's game with a record of 4 wins and 10 losses. After being swept by the Portland Sea Dogs, the AA affiliate of the Boston Red Sox, the Rock Cats look to pick things back up here tonight against the Fisher Cats. The Rock Cats are also part of the Eastern League, where they take on AA affiliate clubs of the Boston Red Sox, the Philadelphia Phillies, the New York Mets, the New York Yankees, the Toronto Blue Jays, the San Francisco Giants, the Cleveland Indians, the Baltimore Orioles, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Detroit Tigers, and the Washington Nationals. We got a chance to meet up with the Director of Broadcasting and Media Relations and the voice of the Rock Cats, Jeff Dooley.
I think it's a terrific organization, Nick. I've been here. This is my 17th year calling games. My first year was 1998. We've had so many guys go through onto the major leagues. We're stuck in the middle of Red Sox Nation and Yankee country, so to speak, and some Mets fans mixed in. And I think everyone still loves the chance to come out to the ballpark and root on the Rock Cats. Last year we had 7 Major League All-Stars that were former Rock Cats that played in the game at Citi Field in New York. I think we always go back to the 2001 season when Michael Kadire came up and hit a walk-off home run to win the Northern Division Championship against the Norwich Navigators. We got a lot of recognition after 2001 because that was obviously the horrific events of September 11th that year. And Brad Thomas, who was one of the Rock Cats pitchers, actually had a flight booked on one of those flights that went into the World Trade Center, and it started making rounds the last couple of years that if Kadire hadn't hit that home run, basically Brad would have been on that flight. So that got a lot of national recognition throughout Major League Baseball.
We also got a chance to meet up with media and group sales manager and Eastern Connecticut graduate Pat O'Sullivan with his thoughts on the Rockcats organization.
You know, I grew up going to Rockcats games, so for me it was really a homecoming. You know, I've always loved baseball. I played it in college, and then was able to kind of follow it throughout, you know, my college career in hopes to eventually work someday in baseball. So for me, it's been a realization of just wanting to work in baseball and having the opportunity to do it really close to home. So I love every minute of it. We had the All-Star game last year here in 2013, so that was a really special event for us. You know, that was a series of events where we had the home run derby here. Being so close to ESPN as we are, we had some folks come down and do the home run derby kind of like on the field. So we had a desk set up, and that was really special. You know, being in the media as I am, I was able to work hand in hand with those guys, kind of set up everything, and then to meet these players and to be able to see them just put on a show for it. The place was packed, over almost 9,000 fans, which was awesome, set a new attendance record.
In a game that lasted over 4 hours, the New Britain Rockcats were defeated by the New Hampshire Fisher Cats in 14 innings by the score of 7-4. The Rockcats fell to 4-11 on the year.
The Rockcats went on to split the next 2 games against the Fisher Cats. As we approach the end of the first month of Major League Baseball, a lot has happened this season. On Tuesday night, the Los Angeles Anaheim Angels first baseman Albert Pujols became the 26th player in Major League Baseball history to hit 500 career home runs. Pujols hit home runs 499 and 500 in a 7-2 win at the Washington Nationals. Yesterday marked the 100th birthday to Wrigley Field as well, home of the Chicago Cubs. However, back in 1914, Wrigley Field was then known as Weeghman Park. Will we ever see a Cubs win a World Series? I guess only time will tell. Last night, Yankees starting pitcher Michael Pineda was ejected in the second inning in a game at Fenway Park versus the Boston Red Sox because of having pine tar on his neck. Pineda was warned by the MLB not to use pine tar again after using it in an April 10th start against the Red Sox. After Pineda gave up 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning, he came back out to pitch with the pine tar blatantly on his neck in the second inning. After the first 2 batters were retired, Red Sox manager John Farrell asked the umpires to see what Pineda had on his neck. After checking it out, home plate umpire Jerry Davis threw Pineda out of the game. The MLB has suspended Pineda 10 games for his actions. And that's all for sports. I'm Tyler Smith for News 22. Good luck on finals and have a great summer, Eastern.
Thank you for tuning in and watching News 22. If you want to see any of our past shows, go to YouTube and search for the TV 22 channel. I'm Erin Fitzsimons.
And I'm Haley Wolverton. Have a great summer vacation, Eastern.